Your Excellency, Mr. Johnny Gerard Plate, Minister for Communication and Informatics of the Republic of Indonesia. Your Excellency, Mrs. Elvira Fortunato, Minister for Science, Technology and Higher Education of the Portuguese Republic. Your Excellency, Mr. João Calpers, President of the Constitutional Court of the Portuguese Republic. And Your Excellency, Mr. Rudy Alfonso, the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Portugal. Boa tarde, Your Excellencies, Ambassadors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Allow us to welcome you to the commemoration of the 77th year of the independence of the Republic of Indonesia.
Indonesia, tanah airku, tanah tumpah darahku. Di sanalah aku berdiri, jadi pandu ibuku. Heróis do mar, nobre povo, nação valente e imortal, levantei hoje de novo o esplendor de Portugal.
It gives me great pleasure to extend a warm greeting to you at the diplomatic reception marking the 77th anniversary of the Indonesian Republic Day on August 17, 2022. Year 2022 means greatly important to us. Not only it marks the 77 years of independence, but also Indonesia holds the G20 Presidency. Next year, Indonesia will also serve as a chair of ASEAN. Indonesia's chairmanship will provide an opportunity to participate in overcoming various challenges and risks in the global economic recovery, including creating a stronger regional economy with a more competitive and sustainable basis. It is obvious that a solid cooperation and concrete measures are important to ensure the global community resilience toward any future pandemic. The Indonesian G20 Presidency theme is Recover Together, Recover Stronger. Indonesia chose this theme since the world is currently under pressure due to the COVID-19 pandemic, requiring joint and inclusive effort in finding solutions for recovery. To achieve this target, Indonesia Presidency is focusing 3 priority sectors as a key for a strong and sustainable recovery, which are: first, strengthening a global health architecture; secondly, digital transformation; third, the energy transition.
Portugal and Indonesia are also good partners. Let me emphasize some scientific and higher education collaborations. We are bounded by a cooperation agreement signed in 2012, which reinforced our partnership within the scope of science, technology, and higher education. That cooperation agreement foresees close cooperation between higher education institutions and mobility of our teachers, students, and staff, as well as the recognition of degrees, diplomas, and other certificates issued by both countries. An example of the good path we are walking together is the increasing number of Indonesian students in Portugal. In 2017, we had 10 Indonesian students at Portuguese higher education institutions. We now have 22. Of course, we want to increase this number. But this shows the confidence that you have in our institutions and government. Thank you for that. I'm also happy to know that since 2011, the Portuguese National Funding Agency for Science, Research and Technology, FCT, has granted 3 PhD scholarships and 1 postdoctoral doctoral fellowship to Indonesian citizens that come to study and research in Portugal. I wish that our partnership became stronger for many and many years and centuries.
Indonesia's economic growth of the past years displays a very positive trend. Indonesia has joined the 20 largest global economies list with a GDP of 1.18 trillion United States dollars, in which national trends has experienced a 5.44% year-on-year growth in the second quarter of this year. The superabundance of natural resources, along with growing economic strength, and combined with the ever-continuing demographic dividend, they together place Indonesia as a nation of boundless potentials. We are hopeful that it is 77 years Indonesia can continue to move forward successfully, embarking towards a more prosperous digital future, in which Indonesia, along with its friends, can grow closer and achieve more productive cooperations. Portugal and Indonesia have formed a bilateral consultation forum in foreign minister and senior official meeting level in 2010, aimed to encourage bilateral cooperation and within United Nations forums. The people of Indonesia and Portugal also have a close relation. Despite the fact that we are separated by the vast ocean, we could find many of Portuguese cultural heritages in various daily activities of the Indonesians, such as in language, music, religious practices, and historical architecture. This is an important asset for the Indonesia-Portugal bilateral relations in the future. We could also easily find Portuguese surname in East Nusa Tenggara, particularly in Flores Islands and Timor Islands, such as the Gama. Not to mention my surname from my mother's side, which is Pereira. It is therefore of importance that we reinforce the sister city cooperations between the two countries, considering their close historical bond, formed since the departure of Portuguese sailors from Indonesia 500 years ago. And I believe that this effort could be realized under the leadership of our ambassador to Portugal, His Excellency Rudy Alfonso, as the ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Portugal, and Ambassador Maria Joao Falcao Pope Lopes Cardoso as the ambassador of Portugal to Indonesia.
Mais alto de um sonho, ponho um fado que soube inventar aguardente de vida e medronho que me faz cantar. Lisboa, menina e moça, menina da luz que os meus olhos veem, tão pura, teus seios são as colinas, farina, pregão que me traz à porta, ternura, cidade, ponto de luz, bordada, toalha à beira-mar, estendida, Lisboa, menina e moça, amada, cidade, mulher da minha vida, Lisboa do meu amor, deitada, cidade por minhas mãos, despida, Lisboa, menina e moça, amada, cidade, mulher da minha vida.
tempatku dibesarkan dengan cinta dan penuh kasih sayang, rukun damai, saudara bersaudara, lewati suka duka bersama. Kampung Tugu tempatku dibesarkan dengan cinta dan penuh kasih sayang, rukun damai, saudara bersaudara. Roseira, Roseria, Roseira, Roseira, Roseria, Roseira, humilde, tantas voltas,
Vem bailando, rosa se desfolhou. Tantas voltas dei bailando que a rosa se desfolhou. Quem tem